Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gunners, wherever you're watching from, supporters, YouTubers, everyone. Today we've got some exciting stuff to do. A lot of gems in this video. All you have to do is pay attention. I am going to try my hardest in this video to detail it as simple as I can. We bought a shop press from Harbor Freight. Cost us about 130 bucks. It's a 12 ton. We found some proper sockets that we're going to use to do this video. So what are we doing today? We are going to get into suspension. We are working on Project Driver. We're wrenching away. We're not wasting no time. So without further ado, the intro will come in right after this. Please like, comment, subscribe. It all means a lot. So gear up. Let's keep gunning. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to get into. I'm basically going to show you some essentials here on what exactly we're changing today. And there's some stuff missing because it's on the way, but we'll start here. I borrowed this from my old job at Sasong Auto Body. Thank you, Ronnie, so much. This is a ball joint press kit. So this is how we're actually going to remove the ball joint and use these Moog ones. I really don't know how to pronounce it. Here's the part number. Maybe you can screenshot it there. That's lower ball joint. This is the tie rods. Maybe you can screenshot there. Now, these were a little pricey. These were 140 bucks for the pair here and the pair here. In my opinion, we're going to be driving this car a lot. There's going to be a lot of, gunners abusing it and driving it and learning and understanding that I wanted to just spend the money right. So, we swapped out one arm. This is some of the stuff that we used on this bigger spherical joint. I used the 30 mil. Don't worry, because we're using the press here that we got from Harbor Freight. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this lower control arm all on your own. And how to do the ball joints on the spindle all on your own. Suspension is key, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot have all this power and expect everything to be functional, like suspension really isn't worth that much. Unfortunately, we cannot put on these upper ball joints because I don't have a camber kit yet. I have to go buy one. There's a factory one, and unfortunately, like I said, bear with me, I cannot swap that out. So I'm waiting to get a front camber kit, but I'm going to show you guys how to do this entire side so you can basically understand how to work on your suspension. We're also going to change the power steering rack and make it into a manual one. It'll be here later on today also. We should be getting our struts today, our one-piece coilovers, and we'll move on from there. So we'll set up a tripod here. We'll vibe with you. We'll kick it with you. Hopefully we can make these tutorials and these DIYs easy for you to understand. Keep gunning. Okay, boys, we're about to move over to the press. Now, how did we get from here to here? And that's what we're about to explain. We got our spindle out so we can show you swapping out the ball joint, which is completely messed up. And we've got all our tooling correct. So I've got the tripod set here. We're going to aim it towards here, and then we'll start the DIY. Okay, so the first thing we're doing now is just getting rid of that metal bushing in the middle. Just want to knock that out of there first so we can have an even surface on the plates. So Trappy's going to push that through. Be careful with these presses, man. This one sucks, honestly. We should have bought a bigger one, but it is what it is. You get what you pay for.
Nah, because we can't. We won't be able to.
Okay, that's gonna press out too much. Yeah. All right. So we got rid of that bushing there. The metal bushing. Oh my God, I look crazy on camera right now. Right here. We get that out first. So on this setup, we have an 1.5 inch socket on the bottom, and we're still using that 19 mil from like a K-series crank pulley, which is, it's like the perfect diameter. So we bring that guy down. and we'll be able to press this old bushing out. Go ahead. It's off by a little bit. Just move that over right there. Right there. Go ahead. Okay. It's a lot of pressure, but it's working. Try to help you guys here. Push that bushing right into that socket, and that's how you get it out. Nice and smooth. It's out. The old one. Hello, focus here, buddy. Out of here. We'll just clean up the control arm. They got some Scotch-Brite. Where is it? So before installing the new spherical bushings, what we want to do is we want to clean this surface out. So you could use something like a Scotch-Brite just to get the old, rust out of there from the old bushing. You could use a metal wire brush, run it through there, whatnot. But basically what you want to do is you want to clean this surface out in here. You want to make sure there's no rough spots in it. It's nice and smooth. So you actually just grease the top of it from where the bearing is going in when we show you guys on the press, and then you press it down. But it's very simple. Like I said, it is tedious, but it's well worth it. You could save some money too. Like if you have a press or one of your buddies has a press and you could just use it, you don't have to buy the entire control arm. You just clean out this surface. You press this guy in, and that's it. It has a step here, so it tells you which way to go. I'll explain that even further. But we're moving along. So yeah, like I said before we install this, just gonna put a little grease right at the top, right at the beginning of it. Pause. Just to make this transaction real smooth. And that's it. Bring this guy right there. Try to be as center as possible. Trappy, where's the socket? Socket we're using here, and this is 1 1/4, so that's perfect. All right, bring her on down, bud. All right, I'm starting to move, so I have to move the plate over. Let it go a little bit, and we'll just move the plate over. It's not exactly centered. Alright, try it there. Go ahead. Just straighten out. And that grease really helps. So now, just pressing in this bushing, it's looking like money already. Right there. Perfect. Grease at the beginning. Mint. Now this one. Alright, socket.
You want to use this one or?
Same one. Go straight now. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Money. Money. Okay, so now you guys know how to press in your own bushings, spherical bushings. If anyone needs help with a coupon code for these at TSM Race, just put TSM 15. Anything on that website, you can knock off 15%. So you guys now know how to press in your own bushings. It's simple. Like I said, it's tedious, but it's done correct. These control arms are going to last forever now. You know what I mean? So like I said, we're going to emphasize on suspension with this car because we got to keep that power down. So real good stuff here from TSM Race. We'll move on to the ball joint next. So removal of the ball joint, very easy. We don't really give a crap about that. And yes, the toilet does work. We don't give a crap about the ball joint that we're removing because it's bad. So all we're doing is putting on a vise and we're just going to bang that out. Go ahead, Trappy. Let's see what you got. I guarantee you don't get it. I guarantee I got to save you. Go ahead. Guarantee I got to save you. Yeah. Big brother's coming.
Yeah,
Big brother's coming.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
boss. All right. So that's out of there. Old ball joint. So what are we going to do next? We're going to clean that surface out. We're going to clean that diameter, whatever you want to call it, and then install the new ball joints with the kit. So same process like we did with the control arms. Just clean that out. We're going to use grease again, and then just use the bushing kit. The ball joint kit, actually. Sorry. That's it. There's really no rough edges on it. It's nice and smooth. Whatever old rust was there is gone now. You ready?
Yeah.
Bring on the ball joint. So the ball joint installer is on, and that's it. 21. You drive it through, and you bring the ball joint right up. Okay, so really important that this clip goes in. So it comes with it. Let me get a better angle for you guys. That's really, really important that you put that clip in. Just make sure, because there's a groove in the ball joint, and you'll see it to where you have to put it in. Need a flathead. But yeah, this clip is it's installed. Just have to move it around. That's it. One more time, just to show you guys how it looks here. Hold on, let me get some better lighting. There it is. Nice and smooth. We're almost there. Just waiting on the struts to get here, and the suspension continues. So yeah, our rack finally arrived, and we're using a manual one. So I just ordered a 1995 manual steering rack. The reason we're swapping out the power one is because the ride gets real flimsy when you're going at high speeds. So not only that, the rack actually holds a fluid line inside that, you know, eventually always spills out. So imagine doing 100 and plus miles an hour and you've got oil just spilling out of your rack. It could catch your back tire, your front tire, whatever happened. Final destination part 19. I don't know. So we're using a manual rack. 92 to 95 Honda Civic EG. So it's got brand new inner tie rods. We bought some brand new outers. So we're going to put this together. We're going to remove the old one and install this guy right here. So we'll be able to finish up the entire front suspension, and we can be assured that everything is done correctly. We've got new ball joints. We've got new spherical bushings. We're going to have a new rack. Still waiting on the suspension in the mail. Hopefully it comes in any moment now. But yeah, we're cruising, man. When you put on your outer tie rods, remember the wheel alignment isn't going to be perfect, but at least try to have it to where you can count the threads. You just want it to be dead even, as good as you can do before getting to the alignment shop. You know what I mean? So we thread on these guys here. I'll count the threads on the other side, and then we'll install the rack. Okay, so the yoke inside, which is a 10 millimeter, that's released, which is inside the car there. So you're gonna have two 17s, 1, 2, and then two 14s, and then we'll be able to remove this rack. Whenever you're ready, traffic buckets. 14 might hit you in the Buongiorno! 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 Move that motor mount up. There you go. Damn, man, I gotta teach you everything, bro. What the hell, man? And that's that. No. No. So now the new rack is going in. We did a little trick with this bracket that everyone always has a problem with. So hopefully we help you out today with it. And I think it might work. So you go left to right, obviously. You go into there first and then bring the rack into the car from right here. It's not the hardest thing to do by yourself. Lighting off.
Can't see, Trump.
Way off. There it is. We're gonna have that gap.
The boot.
Yeah, the boot gap because of, we're using the power of the boot. That's fine. Tighten up those 17s and then we'll show you what we did on this side. So the original one that came off, because this is a power subframe, is too flimsy. So what we did was we used the manual one and then just notched the bottom of it, and I'll show you in a second. So we'll bolt up the top first. We'll put that 14 in. And make sure that's probably sturdier. And then what we do, we just notch the bottom of it, and we're using a 14 with a washer, and that's it. We just needed to stay in place. There goes your trick. Trappy. So we got our lower control arms on. We've got our rack in the front. We removed the old struts. We're gonna have to run and go get a camber kit tomorrow. So now we've also moved to the back and removed the struts back here. So we're gonna install the TSM lower control arms, the rear LCAs. And honestly, these are so cool looking. So again, if you guys need a coupon code for this, I got you. Nice, sweet. So that's gonna look really good on the car. It also has multiple adjustments, which is awesome. So yeah, TSM 15, use the coupon code. You can knock out a few bucks, 15% off these control arms. And yeah, now the waiting game for the suspension is on. Okay, Gunners, I'm gonna call it. I've tried to track down this suspension for these BWR coilovers I got, and it doesn't look like it's coming in today. We've got plenty of information in this video. You guys learned a whole lot. Rewatch it. Take your time. You guys are going to be able to do everything on your own by using this channel. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers so we can give away the manifold. I appreciate all your continuous support. Please spread the page with people, man. Please share the page. Let us grow on YouTube. Let us help and educate more people. So without further ado, we're just going to conclude this video. The raffle date is now October 5th. We are going to have a party at Game Day Sports Bar, 5757 Broadway. I am going to put money at the bar. We almost got $700 we're going to put at the bar for people to drink and enjoy some food. Responsibility is key. Please bring a designated driver with you. If you seem to be a little too drunk and you had too much grandpa's cough medicine, if you know what I mean, we are taking the keys away from you. We will pay for an Uber for you to get home. We will protect your car. We'll park it in the parking lot. We'll bring it here to the garage, but absolutely not that you drive drunk. So I'll leave you guys to it, man. Follow TSM Race on Instagram. You could use the coupon code TSM15 and save 15%. Yo, hold off! Finishing the video here, pal. No respect. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, man. I hope these videos are helping you. Please give me some positive comments. Please like the video. Keep gunning. That's it. That's all I got for you. Fake typing.